The return of the death battles. It's here. Hello, everybody. We got a whole new audience for this. The last one was Netero versus Genkai. You remember that one, Thurman? Remember them good times?
No, the last one was the unreleased Brutality versus Law.
You're
It
right.
forced me. Oh my god, we gotta do it. Realize, oh shit, Law stops.
It was bad. It was a bad situation. Yeah, you know what?
Blame Red. For that one. Red had to take a full L for that.
Should
This man bugged me. Voice memos, voices, all that shit for that one chaos battle, and he himself realized, oh shit, Butrati can't do shit.
This is coming up on, what was that, like half a year ago at this point?
Oh, yeah, that's a long ass time.
That was pre-COVID, pre-almost World War III, pre-fucking riots in the streets. It was a whole different era.
Pre 2020 final level,
The DLC of the universe.
See, no, DLC killer bees or whatever, the killer moths or some shit, and aliens, bro.
Oh yeah, no, it was a killer wasps or killer. What was it? Murder hornets.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But today we are here with the god of chaos. I don't know. I don't even know if he's ever called himself that. But Bill Cipher, he's definitely a god of some sort of chaos. Versus David Thurman.
Dimentio, the one of the best Mario villains of all time, and he definitely should be retold in Mario's main storyline rather than Paper Mario because he's the best. He's the best. But
I thought it was a girl for a long time.
Miyamoto hates stories.
Cut to that interview where Miyamoto was like, fuck this story shit. Remember Splatoon? Fuck that shit. Well, I want it to be Mario characters.
I love him. And then they're a genius, but he hates story-driven games.
Legit, he's got like this like vendetta, like this fucking ideology against it. He's like, it's almost like it's not even like he's indifferent. He's like, you want to tell a story in your video game? Get the fuck out of my office.
And to be fair, he has many reasons why. As a genius like him, he has his reasons. But
he's the kind of guy that would like, how sometimes when I'm being real extra, I'll be like, art style doesn't matter at all. It's all about the story. Like it could be two blobs and just blobbing it up like that Fairly Odd Parents episode, and as long as the story's good, like that's the kind of like, he'd make a fucking game about like a block. Like, all right, this block, it's a block, but it's gonna have the best controls.
It'd be fun as fuck and everything, but no substance whatsoever.
But seriously though, getting on topic, I highly recommend you play Super Paper Mario for the Wii if you haven't. God tier game.
Yep, I recommend you play Paper Mario Sounds in Your Door, Super Paper Mario.
And then every other Paper Mario sucks ass.
I heard mixed things about Color Splash, but
I heard shit about all of them. And I played. All right, David's got a fucking opinion, and he feels the need to come in.
You said every other one was shit.
So, okay, Paper Mario on the N64, godly. Thousand Year Door, godlier. Super Paper Mario for the Wii, somewhere in between godly and godlier, but not as godly-er as Thousand Year Door. But then everything else after that. Oh, yeah, no, literally, the first three are great. Everything else.
Sticker Star was complete garbage.
Yeah, I played Sticker Star on the 3DS, waiting for that shit to be hype, and it wasn't, and I was very sad about it.
And then I heard mixed things about Color Splash.
I haven't played it, but fuck it. And I'm not. I don't know. What did you think about the new trailer for the new one?
It looks good. I hope it has
Does
games.
it? Because it looks pretty the fucking same to me as the new one.
I hope it's like Thousand Year Door.
It doesn't look like it has any of what I like about those games is like the unique characters like Dimentio tying it in. I didn't see any of them. It was more Toads and more Goombas and more Koopas. It's like, oh my god. I think Miyamoto was fucking rubbing his dick all over that office. Like, none of that shit.
We'll have to wait. Because, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Is that a fucking unique character? Not in my house, bitch.
Oh, my God. We'll see. We'll definitely see.
Why would you do that? We have all these lovable IPs. You can't death battle a Toad.
Bro, there definitely has to be some sort of interview with him at some point
The Comedy Central roast of Miyamoto.
Cause my man's is a genius, but his hate for story-driven games has to be driven by something. Has to be.
His ass played like Final Fantasy, and he was like, "This shit's disgusting."
Should have been a movie. It should have been.
Bro, I want a Miyamoto Twitch playthrough of fucking Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh my god, you can't skip the cutscenes either.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, this is the beauty of editing, because this is all great, but I'll have to figure out how much is good in it.
That's bloopers, bro. You cannot remove that. See,
No, I won't. It's too good.
good connection. So, see, look at you, crying about how you're tired. And once your boy comes in, all
I want you to know I'm filming this video through very squinted eyes. Okay, so
all right, let's go.
introduce your character, brother.
I'll start first. Dimentio. I'm gonna read off his introduction from the.
Silence your fucking phone.
I'm putting on mute just in case, my sister
Just
comes.
in case he says after it's gone off twice.
Okay, so Dimentio is one of Count Bleck's loyal minions, a giggle magician with the ability to manipulate dimensional space.
Wait. A giggle magician?
Yeah, that's what it says in the Reddit.
Yo, what?
A giggle magician. Giggly.
Yo, David. Oh, giggly.
Yeah, giggly.
That's a lot better. Okay, a giggly magician, bro. At first he was like a giggle magician, and I was like, bro, what?
A giggly magician with the ability to manipulate dimensional space.
If your fucking nanny calls in and she's like, oh, I can't watch your kids, do not send them to the giggle magician. All right.
A penchant for odd metaphors and a hidden plot to use Mario and his friends to overthrow the Count and take the Chaos Hearts for himself. Spoilers! And destroy all worlds, many universes, not to provide any permanent closure to the universe and active revenge, but to remake them all in his own twisted vision. Messing around? Oh no, magic is no laughing matter. I am always deadly serious. A quote he says in the game. And one of my favorite characters of all time. One of my favorite villains of all time.
Yeah. So, what made him one of your favorite villains of all time, Thurman?
I liked him because, as you know, I'm a big Mario fan. Yes, I haven't played Odyssey yet. Sue me. It's been a minute. I've been poor.
Get it up, bro. It's pretty good.
So,
Not as good as Galaxy, though. High key.
the reason why I liked him so much is because it was so different to see he was an out of character, pun intended, for Mario, for the Mario universe in a sense. Like, I like it because we all know that it's a very common knowledge that Nintendo likes to add in sublime horror shit, like dark shit, into like their happily, bubbly, characters. Like Metroid has it, Legend of Zelda has it, Kirby has it, Mario has it. It's no different, right? So I like it because Dimentio was Aizen before Aizen was cool, right?
I mean, he did do the kind of like pretend to like. They made you think the main bad guy was going to be Count Bleck, and then Dimentio was like, "Just kidding, bitch, it's me."
I mean.
As a kid, that blew my fucking mind. I won't lie.
Because first of all, I like the design. I thought for a paper, mind you, I like the design.
Mm-hmm.
He has good personality. I like the Joker-esque personality. That's my aesthetic. One of my aesthetics, Red. Like the Joker, like laughing, like don't take people seriously type aesthetic. I liked the dimension powers. I liked how he used to troll Mario and Luigi all the time in the game. He was, he essentially set up everything that he wanted to set up, and it was just cool to me. I just loved everything about the character because it really felt like the developers of the game probably watched like a couple of animes, read a couple of manga. You're like, what if Mario had that type of character? And look.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan. I remember liking Dimentio a lot as a kid too. In fact, I liked the character so much that I was very happy when Dimentio ended up being the surprise villain, because I remember thinking this character seems way more imposing than the other one, than Count Bleck, because the man could fuck with dimensions, and as a kid you're like, dimensions, that's like the most powerful power ever, like you know what I mean, right? Like that shit happens in shows all the time, like his sword's so sharp it can cut through dimensions, and I'm like, whoa, oh my god. And I remember too, there's a scene where he brings Mario to like a fucking dimension. He's like, in this dimension I'm 100 times more powerful, but then it also makes you 100 times more powerful, so it just everything's the same.
Yeah, 256 times more powerful.
Yeah, that's what it was, which was a reference to, I believe, the amount of something in an NES cartridge. I don't know.
Like bits and bytes and
something,
shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it means something. But yeah, good shit. Anything else to say about Dimentio before I jump into...
That is the boy.
So, Bill Cipher, the Triangle Dorito God himself. So basically, how to word what he is. It's implied that basically he's definitely like, he never describes himself as a god of chaos, but like that's basically what he is. He comes from a different dimension, a dimension that's implied to be like a dimension of pure chaos. And it's also implied that he kind of like, he said that he liberated his old dimension, so like I don't know if he brought the chaos to that one and he wanted to come to a new place, but like he has this obsession with like shit being weird and random and wacky, and like what he wants to bring to our world is what he calls Weird Mageddon, which is again like he's literally just a god of chaos. Like, he just wants to end the world, but in a wacky way, in a fun way. He's one of those characters that's like so bored with the infiniteness of his life, and like just how like he's desperate to feel something, that he's willing to do anything to feel, right? Like, there's a scene where he's like imagining what he would do once he gets like full power, and the scene is literally him like at like full, like the size of the fucking globe, drawing a smiley face in the continent that is the United States of America. Like, he's literally like drawing a big smiley face like in the fucking landmass, like, you know, like that's the kind of, like, he wants to end the world but with a smile and a giggle, you know. He's an interesting guy. But yeah, he's just a fascinating character. He reminds me, I don't actually know if this came out before or after Undertale or during Undertale, but he reminds me of like an Undertale character, one of those like meta characters that feels almost like otherworldly. They exist almost outside of the show that they inhabit. The show did really good at like making it feel like his presence was everywhere, right? So even like he doesn't get introduced until the end of the first season. You know, and like but he's always there. Like, the windows are shaped like him. The carpets have his like eyes on them. The opening has like little subliminal messages of him all the time. Like, and it's implied that like wherever an image of him is drawn, he can see through and he can spy on you. So like, for example, like the money with the little Illuminati symbol, a big fan theory is that like, because Bill Cipher, he exists outside of time and space, right? So like he can basically just like go anywhere in time and talk to anyone. So like we see in the finale of the show, he actually like possesses a time traveler, time travels back to Dipper and Mabel's time to trick Mabel, right? So he exists outside of it and he can hop wherever he wants. So basically there's a big fan theory that like all the triangles on the money in our world, and also Gravity Falls world, is like a deal he made with like the original founding fathers of the country, so that he'd be able to have eyes in everyone's pockets, because any image of him he can see through. That's one of my favorite theories. Because again, in the house, when he started possessing this character who owned this shack, and when he possessed him, like he had him like building this house in the image of Bill Cipher. His image was everywhere, in the windows and the carpets and the tapestry, everything, right? So, and it's just so subtly there. I'm trying to think what else. But yeah, I guess like in terms of motive and shit, he really is just that character that just wants to have fun in a crazy way. True chaotic evil type shit. Weird Mageddon. The universe is a hologram, reality is illusion, buy gold. That's one of his famous quotes.
Remember, reality is an illusion, the universe is a hologram, buy gold, buy!
I love him, he's crazy, and a very unpredictable character. Big fan.
Yeah, alright, so let's get down to the nitty gritty.
How do you even do this fight?
So, I'm assuming we're doing this fight because they're both the masters of Dimension. So, what Dimentio has in his favor is that he's more of like a trickster, hacksy type of person, right? He uses magic. You know, he's known for using balls of energies to attack. You know, he can turn invisible. You know, he shit like that, right? He can go through dimensions with just with his finger. You know, he can make exploding boxes, shit like that, right? So, one of his things is like he's really he creates explosions, stuff like that. He can make clones of himself too, like illusions, mirror images, stuff like that. He's mostly like a trickster guy that likes to use like magic to trick his foes, right? Not like more like a head-on confrontation. Because I mean, he fights Mario, and you know Mario is more of like a one-on-one brawler type of nigga, but he's more of like a shoot fireballs from a distance type person, right? And he likes to trick people by going to different dimensions. Like I remember at one point, to play with Mario, he would have him chase him through like different sort of dimensions and all that. And so that's normally what his strategy is, right? So, getting down to the nitty gritty, we haven't done this in a while, doing some shit, So like I'll just go through. I kind of went through what his arsenal really was. He also he's more of like a magical like fight from a distance type person, right? He's more of like a trickster, right? So I don't know much about Bill Cipher, so you're gonna help me out here with his feats. Mm-hmm. Like from what I've seen from the guy, Bill Cipher seems like the kind of person who's like a trickster as well, sort of like very cartoony trickster. So, like, could he handle Dimentio's magic? Is my question.
So, when it comes to Bill Cipher, there's kind of two forms of him we see in the show. The first one is when he's trapped in this other dimension, the only way he's able to interact with people is through what he calls the mindscape or the dreamscape. And what that means is, like, because he's still in this other dimension, the only way he can interact with people is by infiltrating them through their dreams or nightmares or, like, their mind or, something like that. And then he'll try to, like, the only way he can, like, actually have any, like, physical presence in the world is by making a deal with them. And then once they shake on it, makes a deal, then he can, like, possess them and try to do stuff. So he was basically trying to work through that method in order to open up a gateway so he could physically get to our world. And then obviously once he physically gets to our world, then you see what he's really capable of. Now, since Dimentio is a creature who can go through dimensions, I imagine that wouldn't be an issue because they would just immediately go to each other in whatever dimension they need to be in, right?
Yeah, so dimension powers are out for both of them.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think any sort of them can one up the other when it comes to dimensional power.
And I guess I'll just get this one out of the way. I imagine Bill Cipher wouldn't be able to, go in and mind fuck him. He wouldn't be able to go into his head and like mind fuck him at all because that's typically stage number one. He wouldn't be able to trick him into making a deal with him, any of that bullshit.
No. I mean, the man himself literally tricked.
That's true.
I mean,
yep.
He has his own mind control.
So I could see it starting out with them both trying to like mind trick each other, and then both being like, I'm too smart for that. Oh, I am also too smart for that.
Because I mean, because think about it, right? Because I'll show you. He has save, copy Lego dress. Like he corrupts people. He like forces like Fractale.
Oh, fucking Mr. L too, bruh.
Yeah, and then he brainwashed Luigi.
It's just like fucking Bill Cipher.
He brainwashed Luigi, like it's let me send this to you right here, boy.
Now what is this you sent me?
This is him glitching out Fractale to attack Mario.
Oh, so he possesses him basically, right?
But yeah, basically.
Oh yeah, because I forgot it was a robot. Yeah, okay. Oh, don't you hate when a fucking respect thread is like out of date and all the GIFs are like taken down?
Right, like most definitely a basically a strong guy, right? Definitely.
So to counteract what you're saying, here is him taking over, possessing Dipper's body. Go ahead and take a look at that.
Oh yeah, baby. Damn it, this girl got me saying baby now.
Definitely let me know your thoughts on that one.
Alright, let's go with this shit, bro.
Also, one of my favorite. This is what he proceeded to do afterwards.
Oh, so he possessed him?
Yeah, and he possessed... Did you watch the video I sent?
Yeah.
So he possesses him, and then it's amazing. I love him so much because he's never had flesh before, so he doesn't know what pain feels like. He literally says, "All right, race you to the bottom," and then he just proceeds to like just fall back down the stairs, and he's like, "Pain is hilarious."
Woo! Woo! Pain is hilarious.
Yeah. So it's like okay, so they can either possess each other, shit like that.
Similar things there, yep.
Yeah, so very similar characters. So, okay, so Dimension shit's out, and mind fuckery is out. So, I mean, what
you
can
just go to strength feats, baby?
Yeah, strength feats. So, he technically speaking, he does shoot a lot of energy balls.
Classic video game. Yeah.
Shoots. you know, uh, So he does this, right? Can do this.
I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I'm pretty sure Bill Cipher's. I think Bill's gonna win this one. You don't know the type of shit he did in the finale. All right, let me humor you here. Let's check out this energy ball, Brett. Oh my God, energy ball! Wow. I want to see it hit Bowser. That's not hitting Bowser. He missed.
It was a dodge. Look at him, game mechanic. Look at him. You're not fast enough.
You move like they do. I've never seen anyone move that fast.
So I mean, he does. He creates. He likes to create explosions. Right. His magic is a lot very explosions. Like shit like that. Right. Like he does a lot of explosion type shit. So I mean. My man.
You keep talking. I'm working on getting you a group of crazy shit Bills done, strength-wise.
So, strength-wise, I mean that energy ball was strong enough to knock out Natasha.
Oh, that was the secretary, right?
Yeah.
The secretary, bitch.
Boom.
Oh, I can't wait for you to react to what I'm about to send you.
Yeah, let me try to debunk it for you.
Oh yeah, I don't know how you're gonna debunk this, brother. All right, let me see what you're sending me. Let me watch all these. Okay, so I saw the mist ball of energy, which is fair. I understand. Oh, okay. I'm a fan of that technique, right? Put you in a box, explode you. That's very Eisen. Good shit there. And let's see what else we got. And then the bottom one here is... Oh, yep, this is knocking out... No, I mean, what does that mean? Do we know much about who Natasha is? The strongest character in Mario, Natasha.
Do you even fight Natasha? I don't remember.
No, you know who's scarier than Dimentio? Fucking me. Spider chick that snaps her neck. That's some good shit right there. Anyway, you ready to get your shit rocked, bro? Okay, I'm gonna send you two things. Okay, so take a look at this, and then I got one more thing to send you. So when he goes into when he gets through physically to the real world, he increases his size. He gives himself a real flesh body and not just like a ethereal body, and he fights a giant mech they make. And here in this one, you can see the crater, or the crater and the actual sonic boom when he punches it, and the actual damage from that. Go ahead and analyze that for me with your death battle chops.
I'd say there's a decent range. It's kind of hard to scale it, but definitely.
Did you watch the one I just sent though with the giant fist?
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like already we have a clear. Looks like Bill Cipher is more of a physical fighter rather than a. So already there, it's more it's going to be a keep away fight most likely because Dimentio likes to throw shit, and play keep away while Dimentio Bill Cipher likes to get all up in your face
Let me see if there's. I'm trying to remember what else he's done. He's got some more wacky attacks than just. Yeah, let me show you a couple more of how he attacks real quick. There is definitely a lot of punching from Bill when he goes physical. Hold on, yeah. So here's.
Like I said, Dimentio can go invisible too. So, can he see invisible people? Because I mean, if because I think what the main thing is okay. So Bill Cipher clearly, from what I'm saying, likes to fight physical, which is fine, right? And Dimentio likes to fight from a distance, more of a range fighter. So I think the question will be, ultimately, is Bill Cipher fast enough and durable enough to survive his attacks before he can go in? And if he can go in, does Dimentio have the durability and speed to counter that, basically, right? Because, clearly they have two different ways of fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And, Dimentio likes to snap, his fingers,
I already sent that one. Ignore it. Yeah, continue.
Snap his fingers, makes explosions, making bombs, explosions, making energy balls, likes to turn invisible, all that shit. Right? So, really,
I do want to show you a couple more of the wacky things he can do, because I've only shown you physical. He has plenty of like wacky stuff. So like here's something he does. He like does this cool little like origami unfold, like Rubik's Cube like unfolding and refolding of himself to move around a target. This is one of my favorite things he does. It's so interesting visually.
Okay.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And you see laser there.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna get a little harder. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. Wait, and then when he gets really angry and he starts chasing after Mabel and Dipper, he turns into this fucking form and starts chasing them. Yeah, wait a minute. Come on, tell me they show him running. Yeah. Yeah. Oh hell yeah. I need your thoughts on this one. All right. So this was like ultimate angry Bill Cipher. What I'm about to send you here, like this spider fucking form that he goes into. I need your thoughts on this boy.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Okay.
And like he's crawling on the walls and shit, upside down. Yeah. I do also want to point out that unless you hit him like right in like the weak spot flesh wise, you're not gonna kill him, because there's a shot where there's a guy with like a gun trying to shoot him after he becomes flesh, and he shoots him in the hat, and his whole body is flesh, even the hat when he makes himself flesh, and the hat flesh like regenerates itself. So I'll show you that as well.
I mean, to be fair though,
I mean, you could kill him. Obviously, you'd have to just because it was implying when he had the gun, he needed to shoot him like right through the center, and it would kill him, but he just missed.
Mm-hmm. To be fair though, like Dimentio likes to do explosions, so I mean explosions, are AOE, so I don't think that'd be an issue.
Let me get some durability feats for you then.
Because I mean he's because durability wise he he already knows gonna do it.
Mario time.
Mario Luigi.
Hey.
Boy, so yeah, he's taken several stomps from Luigi. I mean, technically, he's taken stomps from Bowser, Luigi, Peach, whoever you want to fight him with in the game, right? All right, so we're gonna send this copy link in chat. Right, taking some head stomps from my boy right here. You know what I'm saying?
My guy. You can't deny that. Like what I'm sending you, what you're seeing from my boy is very impressive. Now, I'll give you this, right? The forms I'm showing you where he goes really big and massive in order to fight this like mech that they've made out of the Mystery Shack is comparable to when Dimentio like merges with Mr. L. Mm-hmm. So I could see them fighting in those forms,
You want him to, I wasn't even going to bring Super Dimentio in here because technically that's like help because he uses Luigi.
That's
but
fair.
If you want to, that's a wrap because Super Dimentio,
Man, listen. Unfortunately, in death battling, the less information, the more you can argue for your character's victory, because there's so little to go off of from a video game that you can be like, oh well, even though it literally just looks, like it's the power of imagination at work, because it's just Mario going like bit on his head, and you're like, but Mario's crushed fucking dimensions with his feet.
I mean, if you want to look at it, look at this. He uses. Okay, so let's do it this way.
But meanwhile, what I've shown you is like a fucking mountain-sized Bill Cipher fucking punching down on this thing and creating a sonic wave that's pushing down trees, and it looks like a goddamn nuke went off. Man, come on now.
Because I mean, he did an explosion that hurt Luigi, and Luigi's fought giant robots too. My guy, hold on.
Wait, hold on now. But like we're talking about paper Luigi, not like all Luigi, right?
Paper Luigi, yeah. But I mean, look at the size of this thing.
All right, you sending it? Where's it at?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you right now. I'm sending you both. So, use an explosion. He likes using box explosions a lot.
No, yeah, that's the shit, man. That's the problem with using a video game character. They got like 3 moves.
I love them though. Some of them are OP as shit, right? And then you have. And it looks like you can't escape from it either. Like once you're in the box, you can't move.
Right.
So.
He definitely. I mean, I'm not going to deny he would probably hit Bill with a couple of those at least for sure. Let's see here. Speed. Oh, okay. You want to talk about some speed on Bill Cipher? Oh, yeah. Oh, this is one of my favorites. I'm telling you, man. Like, Bill is an imposing motherfucker. Here's the first thing on his speed feat. I love this scene.
Dimentio.
All right, take a look at this fucking speed. Just gets right up in this fucker's face. It's almost like a jump scare.
Hard to scale that though. Probably like fast and eyesight maybe.
Yeah, I mean that's a good like, I'd say at least 20 feet, and then he's just like right there.
Yeah, I'd say it's fast and eyesight. Faster and eyesight.
And do we have anything speed wise on Dimentio?
Let's look. No, I didn't mean to do that. No.
Take your time. Hey, editing is a beautiful thing, brother. He can be a big boy. Like Bill Cipher can like change his size at will. I don't know if you count that for anything, but like it's kind of a big deal. No pun intended. Here, I'll send you a couple things to that. Like literally, like I'll show you like as big as we've seen him get, and like in his dream sequence where he's like, because like essentially what happens. I just want to make sure you're listening to me right now, because this is the part's important. You listening?
Yes, sir.
So when he gets the portal open and he escapes into our world, he's like, all right, it's time to go fuck up the whole Earth, right? Because at first he's just in Gravity Falls, the town. But when he goes to do it, there's basically like a barrier keeping him in Gravity Falls. And that was like their last bit of like, oh, well, fuck, I can't get out of Gravity Falls now. But when he's like imagining like what he would do if he were to get out of Gravity Falls, his dream, his like daydream that he has is like being as big as like the globe and like drawing like, so I don't know. I'm not going to I won't count that because it's a daydream, but like I'll show you as big as we've seen him get canonically. I already showed you the one big one, and then here's another one where he just grows. Here's something interesting that I think is kind of comparable to Dimentio's ability to create dimensions. Because, correct me if I'm wrong here, he created that dimension that made him 256 times more powerful, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So Bill Cipher can do this too. He actually created a pocket universe specifically to pacify Mabel, because Mabel's whole thing was that she didn't want to grow up. So one of the things that he was able to do to get Mabel to kind of betray Dipper was create a perfect pocket universe where like she never had to grow up, and it was all like kitty and childlike, you know what I mean? Like all of her dreams were in there. So he legitimately created like a pocket universe for her that was like so believable that she thought it was like real. Yeah, that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to like basically like break her out of it. Like one of the episodes in the finale was breaking her out of that pocket universe. So, I don't know how that would incorporate into the fight, but just in terms of like they both have the ability to create pocket universes and dimensions.
Yeah. So for speed wise, we can scale Dimentio to Mario. And
oh boy. Okay. Fuck. It's so. You're right. You're right. I'm not gonna pretend like you're not right, because I can't desecrate that rule, but it's definitely scummy. Paper Mario, though. Paper Mario.
Because, technically speaking, Paper Mario has met Mario and Luigi.
Oh, my God.
In Paper Jam. And he's kept up with them. And I'm going to use, like, their low-end feats, right? Because, in the older Mario games, they both can dodge lightning attacks, like lightning bolt attacks and stuff like that. Because there's like, a twos who can shoot lightning and shit, right? He's fast enough to do that,
Let me find the fucking gun that Bill fucking dodged, because it was, I think it was a rail gun. You know what a rail gun is, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I literally don't even count his Galaxy Super Mario Galaxy speed feats.
Right.
Cause that motherfucker's fast as fuck.
Oh hey, he's got another I beam I found that he shoots. It's it looks like it's an electrifying one, because he used it to torture someone.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
here's that. I'm trying to find him dodging that gun. Weird Mageddon created a yep. Oh, also in terms of shit he can create, he literally created his own base, and it was a giant fucking pyramid floating in the sky. Here's that. Here's him creating and lifting his base into the sky. So I mean, like, there's like telekinetic power right there, and everything I'm sending you, by the way, is when he is physical in the real world. None of this is because in Dreamscape he can do some like mind bending, reality warping shit. But like, I'm not counting any of that because it's like all in a dream. So I'm not sending any of that. Okay.
Okay.
This is all real at reality when he's made himself out of flesh. Ooh, he can use his eye as a tractor beam. So catch motherfuckers in it. Oh, hell to the yes. Wait a minute. Hold on, this might be some good shit right here. Capture Dimentio in this bitch. Wait, take a look at this one. Get your ass over here. All right, here, check this out.
He has to get close to do that, though. Looks like it.
True, fair enough.
And Dimentio can teleport.
Teleport, can he?
Yeah, some of the videos I showed you, he actually does teleport.
No, yeah, that's fair. I don't know if Bill can teleport again because I'm trying to keep out of Mindscape. Because in Mindscape he can go anywhere because he's just traveling through like dreams and different dimensions. Although I guess he wouldn't lose that ability once he turned. I wonder.
Okay, so it looks like we have so basically we have a basis of what this fight will be like. So right now we've got to figure out. Okay, so all right, so clearly, strength-wise, I would give it to Bill Cipher, because
I'm glad we can at least agree on that.
Because Dimentio's not a physical fighter anyway, so his strength comes from his explosions, most likely.
Wait,
right?
Can I go through just a couple more things I found on the list, and then I want you to bring. So like, this is all stuff he did in the finale of the show where he was like in his physical form. This is the kind of reality warping and shit he can do. Okay, so he creates a throne out of people that he has frozen into solid rock, and he sticks them together and makes a chair. He calls it his throne of human suffering, and he uses one of them as a back scratcher. So that's something he does. Someone back-talked him, and he said, "Oh, cool. How about I shuffle the functions of every hole in your face?" So his ears turn into mouths, his nose turns into tongues, like shit like that. Now again, Dimentio's not human, so I don't know, but like that is something here. I'm gonna send you that one because that's one of the more disgusting things he does, and I fucking love it. The shit they can get away with in a kids cartoon. Take a look at that real quick. This is when he says, "Oh, cool. That's a great idea. How about instead I shuffle the function?" Oh wait, I think I may have sent you the wrong one. What the fuck is this? Oh, okay. Well, hey, oh shit! Look at that teleporting though. I didn't even mean to send you that, and that's actually pretty cool.
What does it say on your thing?
Hold on. That was disassembles and then reassembles furniture and the person particle by particle. Because and he also, by the way, when he was chasing Dipper and Mabel, when he was in that like red crazy spider form, he threatened to disassemble them molecule by molecule.
Okay.
Now again, I will grant you, this is confirmed in the show. He has to catch you. He has to be close enough because that's why he was chasing Dipper and Mabel. He's let's see here. And I think the last couple things I'll mention is he's able to like grant life to things. Like he brought like a couple buildings and like a water tower to life, and he had it just walking around being like a creepy, horrifying creature during his weird Mageddon. So he can like grant life to inanimate objects. So I'll send you that real quick, and then I think I've touched on all of his feats, and then we can start going into what you were saying there. So take a look at this, and then. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's got quite the fucking range of power, like a spear of influence, as you'd say. Anyway, so yeah, as you were saying, strength, Bill Cipher. I'm glad we can agree on that. Anyway, moving on, as you were saying.
Yeah, so speed-wise, I'd definitely give it to Dimentio, because the
teleportation, that's fair.
Teleportation and then fighting Mario and all thing like that, right?
I can grant that.
Durability-wise, it doesn't look like Bill Cipher likes to take many hits, honestly.
Let me go back to durability. So I'm going to send you everything on durability. It's not much, but just so you can kind of get a grasp of what we have here. So I want to send you when he regenerates from that one shot, and I want to send you a couple punches he takes from the mech that they made.
Let me send you his own. Let me send you some of the stuff too from.
All right.
Shouldn't have done.
So here, basically, there's only two durability. The two major things I want you to look at durability-wise. I'll get them both real quick. Okay.
He suicide bombed himself.
Boom. Good. Yes. Okay. Oh, by the way, you're fucking dodging lightning. Well, I guess he didn't dodge it. He just kind of. All right. Fair. You know what? Fair enough. But anyway, here's a good regeneration feat for you. So these are the two ones I want you to look at for durability. This and this. So him getting punched by the mech and him regenerating from the shot from the railgun. And then once you look at those, tell me what I'm looking at on your what you sent me.
My man's really missed.
Oh yeah, he really did.
That's actually really funny.
Right. I love that, like, when he made when he made his body out of flesh, he even made his hat out of flesh. It's so fucking creepy.
Okay, so
what did you send me?
This is Luigi bashing the motherfucker's head in, and this is him tanking his own explosion and surviving, basically. And then we know he's also fought Mario and Bowser and all that extra stuff like that. All right.
Where's the which link is him tanking his own explosion?
Should be the second one.
Okay. Oh, because he stood in there with him. Okay. Okay.
And the third one just shows how he survived, basically.
All right. Cool. Okay, so I guess what it comes down to here is how are we able to, so scaling Paper Mario specifically, the hops, the jumps that they can do, the like jumping on fuckers and Dimentio's explosion, scaling those, how are you able to prove to me that they're better than taking the punches from the mech and regenerating that from that shot? I can believe it. I just need you to explain it to me and the viewers.
Okay, no worries. So, let me
Take your time.
Take some time here. All right. Let's go.
As a kid, I thought he said Mexico.
Mexico.
Oh yeah, straight up.
Mexico.
That's how dumb I was. I was like, yeah, Mario's Mexican, obviously.
He's actually Italian. You racist.
Yeah, I know. I was a dumb kid. All I knew is that he wasn't my race. And he had a mustache. Clearly Mexican.
Because Paper Mario has some stuff, but like...
Fucking tell me, bro. Prove to me that them jumps and that explosion is better.
Okay, because I can just show you, like, okay, so I guess I'll just show you, like, boss fights from, like, the Mario games, Paper Mario games.
Yeah, sure.
Because, unfortunately, I never played the N64 Paper Mario game, so I can't use that. But Mario has fought a lot. Paper Mario, especially, has fought a lot of strong enemies in Thousand Year Door, right? Mm-hmm. Fought someone who literally has an ability to like, not really, like, possess his body, basically, right? I know you remember Dupless, right?
Oh, shit. I do remember Dupless.
We'll go to YouTube. Paper Mario. Thousand Year Door. Bosses. I like how can I show you this all boss thing? So, like, Mario.
I've been looking for this just to get you some extra motivation. I finally found it. Anyway, go ahead.
So, copy the address. Okay. Ooh, baby.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So these are all the bosses he's fought, right? It's long. You don't have to go through all of it, right? But, like, he's fought, he's tanked. I remember Rock Hawk, the man who was...
the fucking pro wrestler.
Yeah, body slamming him, right? Body slamming him and shit like that, right?
By the way, if you say that slow enough, it's Raw Cock.
Raw Cock is, right? Like, he fought a giant dragon that bites you. He fought an evil dark princess that can literally has sucking powers. Yes.
Jesus Christ, 2
like...
hours and 26 minutes.
Like, let me go through. What's the description? Oh, perfect.
No,
right?
that's not this video. Thank God.
This description has all the boss fights, basically.
He's just showing me shit.
So, like, he also fought Macho Grubba, you know what I'm saying? Like, go to...
the Grubba. I do remember him.
32.51, right?
All right, let me take a look. Fucking Grubba, bro.
Like, you just scroll through it. Like,
you don't think Bill Cipher could take all these motherfuckers?
Bill, I'm not sure if I can handle any more of your tomfuckery.
Oh yeah? Well, I can keep going till you're all tomfuckered out.
I mean, they're doing the same amount of feats that he does besides the reality warp. People taking tools.
Thurman, I need you to get closer to your mic. Something's happening with you cutting out. But fucking, I don't understand. Like, how much reality warping can Dimentio do? He's got the boxes and he's got like the dimensions he can make. But like, I don't know. I mean, Bill Cipher can be like fucking. I don't know.
I mean, the reality warp is useless if you aren't fast enough to pull it off. And teleportation. Plus, remember, he can make clones. He can make clones of himself. Did I show you that? You read him making clones?
Bill can too. I just haven't told you about it yet.
I mean, he make mirror images of himself.
Hold on, let me show you Bill making clones. Well.
Like he can create an army of illusions.
Self-duplication. Oh yeah, here it is. Here is Bill making clones, my friend.
Like, hold on, let me see. Atomic Boo. Look at that.
Atomic boobs.
He's fought Boo.
There's Bill making clones, by the way.
Like he's fought a giant fucking skeleton.
That is a lot of clones. That's definitely no, but hold on now. Are those clones? They don't look like they're as powerful as you know what I mean. Like he's just plowing through them.
Well, he's using them to hinder Mario. But he's actually made clones that because at that point he wasn't trying to fight Mario. He was trying to play with him.
Right. Did you watch the video I sent of him? Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Because I mean, I showed you another one where he's making clones, right?
Yeah. I'm just saying they can both do that. So like I could see a fucking chaotic scene where there's like fucking hundreds of each of them. Just you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
so
Dimentio's snapping and making the boxes. Bill Cipher's punching them all and fucking shooting eye beams. It's gonna be wild. But I guess
so. This one's tricky. They both have advantages in their respective fields. I think what it comes down to is because I showed you durability, like tanking, because I mean, keep in mind that if what makes it better too is that Dimentio survived his own. They've survived his explosions before, and they've taken hits from Mario, who's also hit all these people. Like fighting dragons, fighting ghosts, fucking souls. Like there's a whole person that can suck souls, Like Cortez,
whole person that can do what?
Suck souls. Cortez can eat souls. He had to eat Mario soul from knowledge because I just saw that he, you know how like in Paper Mario Out of Your Door they had the whole crowd system.
Yeah, I loved that shit.
Like, and then like some of the villains can actually like hurt the crowd.
Yeah, they just jump in there.
Yeah. So,
oh.
Like my man, he's doing some shit. Like,
I know it's gonna hurt to let your boy lose, but like I don't. I'd concede. I concede real quick if I think my boy's gonna lose, but like I don't know about Bill.
I can even give you the Paper Jam fights if you want.
So
like,
we've moved to just scaling. Sorry, I got to take off one of these fucking headphones because I can't hear myself, so I'm just slurring. Anyway, we've moved to now scaling Paper Mario, not really even scaling Dimentio. Like,
well, you were scaling Mario.
I
though.
know it's just such a.
He hates it that that's his one reprieve. That's one thing he can't dispute.
It's pretty scummy.
Blame Nintendo.
It is like trying to death battle Rick though. David made the point like there's an infinite amount of Marios, like there's an infinite amount of Ricks.
I mean every the Paper Mario doesn't have the same feats as regular Mario though.
True. Dough.
Because okay, so just go through some of the bosses. Like the same shit he's done is he's fought the same like this. All the bosses that Mario has fought in Paper Mario Out of Your Door have done something that Bill has done, and Mario has damaged Dimentio. Because,
your argument you're making right now would make sense if it was like, and then Dimentio, like, because Mario eventually stops Dimentio. So like,
Well,
but if it was like Dimentio beats him and forever, like, which obviously couldn't happen, like that'd be one thing. But like, it's no different. Mario eventually beats Dimentio, just like everybody else.
Well, he had to. I mean, Bill. That lot of Bill Cipher eventually gets beaten.
Of course, yeah.
So why would you bring that up?
Well, to be clear, the
No,
way
no.
no, I do want to make this is important. The way that Bill Cipher ends up getting beaten is pretty wacky. They essentially trick him into going into the mind of Stan, which is their like uncle. And then once he's in his mind, they have this like thing that was established like way early on in the season that could like wipe your mind, erase your memories. So once Bill Cipher went into the mind of this guy, he basically sacrificed all of his memories to get rid of Bill. Mm-hmm. Because once he went into that guy's mind, he ceased being flesh and went back into just being like a dream. And then so that's the only way they really beat him, was tricking him into going into this guy's mind and then erasing him from his mind, along with all of his memories. It wasn't like a physical defeat, to be clear. Now, remember, I'm not trying to pretend like he couldn't be defeated physically, because plan A, they had like multiple plans. Plan A was shoot him with the fucking gun. And even Bill was like, oh shit, you could have killed me right there if you fucking aimed better, you know? So like, it's possible, but that's not how they ended up beating him.
So, okay.
So I guess, how do we come to a conclusion as we're hitting an hour here? And by the way, if we can't, we can certainly let the comments dispute, but I guess, what do you think? Wrapping this video
so,
up.
I mean, I think, honestly, like, I know you hate the ties,
Here's the thing. We always, because we're both stubborn, I hate the ties because we always are going to say ties every single time. You know what I mean?
But legitimately though, like they both have advantages over one another. But I mean, because think about like.
Okay, so let's really go through what we're doing.
Strength in reality warping, but Bill Cipher has the strength in reality warping, but Dimentio has the speed, magic, and trickery. So like, and so what it really comes down to is that they can't really hurt each other because, as I've shown you, scaling wise, Dimentio fought Mario and Paper Mario. Mario has put the hurt on some pretty big people, and bigger than the fucking robot Dimentio took a hit for. Fuck! Why did I get
right?
so
fair enough. So what you're saying is, Bill Cipher's strength is higher than Dimentio's, but Dimentio's durability is higher than what Bill Cipher can dish out.
Yeah. Either equal or higher to it, at least. Because only because of Mario, mind you. Only because of the plumber, right? And then speed, I would give it to Dimentio. So, but unlike, I'm not fucking dumb. Speed, speed's good, but doesn't mean everything, right? Because speed's useless if you can't hurt your opponent. We've seen it, right? So, I mean, what it comes down to is, because both of these characters feel like they could fight for fucking ever.
Oh yeah, it'd be marvelous to watch.
So, the only thing, I mean, to be fair though, like honestly, I could see the conclusion them working together to take over the universe. Honestly, that'd be friendship.
I could see it. That's beautiful.
So, but,
it's funny too. What ended up happening, like the canon of the series after the series ended, it's heavily implied by the creator that Bill Cipher invoked this friendship he had with like some god, like some universe god, to be reborn in a different universe so he could wreak havoc in that different universe. So it's funny, I could see him being like, all right, I'm having trouble in this dimension. Hey Dimentio, you want to try out a new one?
So I mean, it could go either way. I'm not gonna call it one side either way because honestly, both definitely have feats that compared to the other, I just don't see any other way they could take each other out. That's my biggest thing.
Yeah.
I could say his magic could hurt him, but I mean, and then Bill Cipher's punches probably wouldn't hurt him because he's taking hits from Mario and Luigi, right? And
do you think though? I just want to clarify the hit I showed you where he fucking big fist. Boom! It made a crater that pushed trees over. You think that's comparable to the shit Mario's doing?
Oh yeah, because I mean, in Paper Mario: 1,000 Year Door, I mean, Mario has a star that can create earthquakes, right?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Like he had a star that could create earthquakes, And then I think there was a move in a hammer where his hammer can create like a little mini shockwaves. I've looked up his abilities for you.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That was one of the badge. You know the badge system.
Yeah, oh yeah, me too, bro. Yeah, I have many memories of that game, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
The Mario game is good. I really do.
Yeah, no, I really hope this new Paper Mario game's good. I really do. Give me that badge system back, please. But like,
You're asking too much of attention.
yeah. But I guess at this point, we don't normally do this. I want to make it very clear. Normally, we try very hard to come to a conclusion because tiebreakers are dumb. But on this one, I think since it's the beginning of a new era of death battles, I want to leave it to the comments to bicker. So comments, bicker away. Because on this one, I cannot concede. I really do think Bill Cipher would win. Just because Bill, and it's not even like a thing like Dimentio's weak. It's just Bill has just this presence about him where he's almost like omnipresent. Like he's just able to, like there's shots where he's like, and I don't know, I'm trying to think of how to put this. There's shots where like he's talking to a character and then like he's like on one, it's like, in Undertale when like Sans will be on one side of the screen and then you'll walk and he'll be on the totally other side of the screen. Like he just has this presence where he like exists outside of the show and he can like walk around the screen and be on the other side. Like I just don't see him losing. Without some major trickery, so I guess it would depend on the trickery. I don't know, but you're right. It's a hard one to call. So I want to see what the comments think. I like to think we've broken it down pretty well.
Yep, it's time for the comments to decide who would win.
So I'm glad we're back for Death Battles. Thurman, thank you for doing it with me. We're gonna try to do it monthly. I want to do one a month.
Well, we technically have two.
And now we have this one and the Eisen Xanort filmed. So we
also open the fucking comments up.
So yeah, and that might be a new staple. If we can't come to a conclusion, we can leave it open to the comments. That's always a good cop out for us. But yeah, so I like it. I think we can really start trying to do this monthly. What do you think, Thurman?
Yeah, I'll try.
All right. Well, any final words before I end this video off, Therm?
Welcome back to the Chaos Battle.
Hey. Reality is an illusion. The universe is a hologram. Buy gold. Bye.